Hello, my name is Janie, and today I'm going to show you how to make this little bow. If you'd like to put this bow on the top, I will have a second video on my channel that you can check out after this. Now let's get started. Materials! Today I'm using a 3.75mm hook, but you can really change this up because all we're doing is making a really long strip of crochet. If you follow along with the video, we'll be doing treble crochets, but alternatively, you could also do single crochets, half double crochets, or double crochets. To start, you're going to chain 4 or more depending on how thick you want the strip of crochet to be. Then once you do that, add an additional 3 chains to act as the turning chain. And this also counts as your first treble crochet. Then you're going to skip those 4 chains and go into the 5th chain from your hook to start your treble crochets. So to do a treble crochet, you're going to yarn over twice and then insert your hook into that 5th chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then another 2 loops, and then the last 2 loops. And now technically with that turning stitch, we have 2 treble crochets. And we're going to keep doing treble crochets down the row. So again, you yarn over twice, insert your hook, grab some yarn and pull it through, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull through another 2 loops, and then yarn over one last time to pull through those last 2 loops. Keep repeating that process until you have 1 treble crochet inside every chain that you did in the foundation part. So if you're following along with me and you started with what I had, you should have a total of 5 treble crochets in this first row, including the turning stitch. After this, you're going to flip your work and chain 4 as your turning stitch. To start this row of treble crochets, you're going to skip this first stitch and insert your hook into the next stitch to start your treble crochets. So just like we were doing, that yarn over twice and then pulling through the loopy things like 3 times all the way down the row. Make sure that once you reach the end of the row, you're periodically checking to make sure you have a consistent amount of treble crochets in each row. So for example, I'm looking to make sure I have 5 treble crochets in each row. If you don't do this, your strip's gonna look really wonky, which we don't want. So just make sure you're paying attention. Okay, now you have 2 rows of treble crochets, and all the other treble crochet rows after this are going to be the same as what we just did. So that turning stitch of 4 chains, and then skipping that first stitch, going into the second one to start your treble crochets, and then just keep treble crocheting all the way down. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull some yarn through, pull through the loopy things, and continue that all the way down the row. At this point, it should become a little bit more familiar to you. I think this will be my last row of having you guys follow along, because the rest of this is just the same process until you get to the desired length that you're looking for. For reference, I went for around 35 rows, but I would say once you get to around like 25 rows of this, I would lay out your bow in that bow shape just to get an idea of where the ends of the bow are falling at. So I'll show you what I mean. I'll insert a picture. And that'll just help you keep reference of where you are and how many rows you should add without having to tie and retie the bow a million times. And this is especially important if you're making this bow as part of the bow top, because you want to make sure the ends of the bow aren't too long or too short. Once you get to your desired length, then meet me here. Pause the video here. Alright, I have almost 35 rows. I'm doing the last one right now. Okay, perfect. It should look like this. Oh, let's tie off too. You could do a row of single crochets if you'd like, but I'm just gonna tie off. Yeah. So now I have something like this, and we're going to make the actual bow now. So to tie a bow, you're going to match up the ends and find the center. Once you've found the center, you're going to kind of flatten it to create this kind of shape. Make sure the ends are lining up. Then we're going to tie a knot around the center. This will be easiest if you have someone there that can help you hold it down, But if you don't, this is the way I like to do it when I'm in my room alone and it's like 3 a.m. and too embarrassing to ask for help. So basically, I'll take 2 knitting needles or any straight objects and stick them through the bow loops. And then I'll use my feet to step on them just to keep them in place. And then you're just gonna cross and then create a plus sign. Then take the top end and put it under the whole thing, like so. And then you're just going to tie a knot with these 2 strands. Don't pull it too tight though, just in case you want to retie it. Once you have that, you're going to take the bow off of whatever was holding it down. And this is not the good side because it's very bulky on this side. So once you take it off and flip it over, you'll see the nicer side. You can fluff up the center part and also fluff up the loops of the bow. The good thing about the way we tied this bow is that you can move the center around to make sure it's actually in the center. And then you're done! I don't know about you guys, but I'll definitely be making more of these just to put around my room and my apartment and every street I walk by, because they're cute and they make me happy. Let me know in the comments below what you end up doing with yours, and as always, thank you for watching, and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and yeah.